All right, so today we're going to be making the Copilot logo, but I don't want to put it here. I'll put it later because we need the colors for color referencing. But today all we need is 7 steps. All right, today we're going to be building the Copilot logo or icon in just 7 steps. 7 steps. First, you need boxes. Boxes. Why did I say boxes? All right, so you'd see why I said boxes. So I create the first box, right? This is the first box. Oh, sorry about that. This is the first box. I like to have it connected, and I'll use the Control and paste in front. That is Control C, and then I'll go Control F. So I just pasted it in front. So you can see it's another box entirely, but directly on top of it. As usual, I do not need the fill color, so I'll take this out so I could be seeing just lines. Now I'm going to divide this box into 4 positions, and I usually want to divide it by 1.618. So I don't want to be doing the maths over and over again, so I'll just multiply this into 4, and I have this. So it's connected, it's linked. So what I'll do is I'll divide the height and width by this, and I have this small box. So I'll copy and paste in front again, and this time I'll just adjust this edge until it intersects here, like that. I'll take the one inside and make it until it intersects. Yeah, like that. So this particular one inside will copy and paste in front again. This time we only need the height this time, and we just need to divide to expand it actually twice. So that will be 3.236. So we're using the golden ratio. You see, I'll multiply the height by the given amount, and I have these sets of boxes and everything. So here on out, you could either use a shape builder tool to create a box here, or I prefer to create a separate box. This time the box is just going to go from here to this first part all the way down like this. So excuse me, oh sorry, I had to sneeze, bless me. All right, so I've created this box underneath it. Now I'll apply effects. This is the step 2. Step 2 is I need to apply an effect on this new box. So if you use the shape builder tool and you made this a box like this particular type of box, you'd still apply this effect. The effect we're applying is called Bulge. So I could come under appearance, and you see the effect, add new effect icon, or you could just click on the effect icon here, and you go to warp, and you go to Bulge. So this bulge is way too big. I don't need something this big. So what I need is something around 20-ish, I think. Yeah, 20 is fine. And I'll say okay. Oh, I mind you, some people might be selected horizontally, so you do well to change it to vertical and use okay. Now I need to be able to edit this effect. If I try to use the anchor point, the direct selection tool, I can't find the anchor point for these curves, and I want to actually work on these curves. So we want to work on this curve. So what we could do is we would go to the objects, and we'll go to expand appearance. So we've expanded the appearance. You noticed the purple line went, or whatever line your own color is, has now left from the box to the line itself. And now if you click on it, you can find the anchor points you could work with. So I want to use an alignment, a very good alignment. So what I want to do is I'll take this and I'll place it here. I'll click on this box so it stays. When I pull out the ruler, I'll pull out another guide, and I'll have it directly on the anchor point. So the inside Now the inside, you don't really need a measurement per se for the inside, but you could just feel free somewhere close as possible to this line edge. That's what you need, as close as possible to the line edge. Why do I have these guides? Well, it's simple. We want to move this to this point and this to this point. So what happened is we just created an inner, we made the curve go inside, no longer outside, right? That's what we just did. So all of this is the box. All of this is the box. Step 3, we need to create circles. Now circles, to give it uniform curves. We could just straight up do this, but we will not be all too uniform with what we're doing. So we want to use a uniformity. Like we need a uniformity. We want to have like something that makes sense when it's looked at and has a good geometry. So what we do is we introduce circles. Now, how do you get the right size of circles? That is why you needed this other sets of boxes we created the first time. The first size of the circle is you intersect from here all the way to this. Now you see it's oblique, it's quite confusing. So what I'll do is I'll hold the shift key while I take my mouse to where I want it to be. So this is the first circle I need. I need another circle, but this time a bigger one. I need it all the way from, you could just select anywhere at all on this top line and make sure it just comes down to this point. Now, not the guideline. Take note, the guideline is here. I took it to this particular one. And we actually do not need these guides anymore, so we could take away the guides. You could just click on it and click delete. So you can take away the guides. And what we need this for basically is, now we need this around here, but we just need this to, touch the inner bulge, the curve we made. We need to adjust this to touch the inner curve. So you could just adjust a little bit, make sure the line is perfectly centered on top of the other one. You can see it is, I'm watching out for the centered, to make sure it is centered above the curve. You see that's centered enough. I need to do the same thing with this one. I need to push it in a little bit and center it with the curve. It has to center with the curve, so that when I want to shape build, let's say I click on all of this and I use the shape builder too, you can see I'm actually making a mistake. See, it's going through this, there's a space here that is going through and appearing here. So I need to adjust this even better than the way I did before. That's what it means. We need to adjust this better. We need it to really go in. So you could just highlight, use the shape builder too. You see, it's still not in enough. We just make it, it takes practice. You need to readjust, adjust again until you have the perfect cut through, because that cut through is very important, very important for this design. Let's try one more. This time I'll take it all the way in like this, and yeah, you can see now we have a good, see, it's now two different shapes, this one and this one. All right, so basically this part is almost done. What we need to do next is get these smaller circles. Now there's a proportion difference in the curve. The bottom curve are slightly less tight, or are tighter basically, than the upper curve. The upper curves are less tight, so we'll use this for the upper curve and we'll use this for the lower curve. Now to get that lower curve, we need this, the same thing we just did at the top. We need it to touch both lines perfectly. You can test with the shape builder too. If you're wondering how I am getting the shape builder too, I'm simply doing this. So if you put your mouse above here, you see the shortcut is Shift M. So I'm just simply highlighting everything when I'm in the selection tool, right? I'll just highlight everything and I'll hit Shift M. That puts me into the shape builder tool. So that is perfect. We need to make the other side. I'll take this all the way here. and obviously I honestly do not feel that that's like good enough. I'll put this here, and I'll take up my shape builder to, yep, that's perfect. All right, for the top, let's go. This shouldn't take so much time. We're almost done. I like to zoom in well, so I'll see when it perfectly aligns. All right, this is good. Now, unlike the bottom, you don't actually need to create one on this edge because you already have this one doing it. Now, at this point, something miraculous needs to be done, and that miracle is wow. Let me just show you. So I need to select the whole tool. Now this is step 4. We need to select the whole thing, right? And we use the Shear tool. So to get the Shear tool, you find it here. See scale, you see Shear. In case you're getting confused, let's say your own your setup is slimmer, I just selected this and adjusted the size just like the way I adjust all these ones. And I like this navigator so I can always, you know, see other things I've done and come back here. So now we have the Shear tool selected. We're going to share this the whole object, everything. Mind you, take note, I selected everything, clicked on the Shear tool, so we're going to share it sidewards. We hold the shift key. Holding the shift key, you take your mouse right. We're looking for something around the range of 170, and I like to zoom in when I do this because it's easier to get a more accurate 170 when you zoom in. So maybe not all the way to 170 itself per se, but as close as we can get. Okay, so that's as close as I can get. All right, at this point we're nearly done. We just need to create the last step. The last step is 2 activities. No, this is not the last step. This is before the coloring step. And the coloring step is the last step per se. This is the second to the last. And at this point, we need to just create a circle. We'll duplicate this and we'll adjust it all the way here. Now, there's no miracle you want to perform to make this work well. So the best miracle you can actually do is to use a line. Yes, I know this is very weird. I'll get a line that would start from the top all the way to the bottom, and I will make sure, so I can take away this sky. The line is there, it's just a different color and we need it to be black. All right, so you can see the line right now. So we need this line to simply intersect this particular object, the first one, you need to intersect. To test that, you know the usual, you need to select a lot more than just that. Use the shape builder to seeing if it tests. Yes, that's it, it's working perfectly good. That's what we needed. Now we need to adjust this circle to touch the line too. You don't need to stress much, just need it to touch the line also. And then we could select the whole thing, use the shape builder too. You see, there's the gap. There's obviously a gap. And such gap will lead to issues when we're trying to create the final result. So yeah, this is enough, I think. This is enough. All right, so let's check it out. Yeah, that is perfect. All right, at this point we're going to build the shapes, the final shape, and we're going to select everything, click on the shape builder tool, and to build the shape, all we'll do is circle to circle, add the bulge, take it all the way up, add the other circle, and we'll add this point. That, my dear, is the first side of the Microsoft icon. So So for us to, let's just give it a red feel. Right, now the next one we're going to work on, let's give it a blue feel. The next one, we need to select this, take it all in here, add this to it, add this to it. You've noticed that small hiding, add it, add this, and finally this point. Now it's not looking completely like the Microsoft Copilot icon yet. For those who can envision, then you can actually see it. So I'll select this bolt. We'll just select those two things, go to the select tool, click on inverse and delete the rest things. Because honestly speaking, we are done. We are done. I'll copy bolt and paste in front, and I'll rotate 180 degrees. And I'll just take it anywhere around here, make sure it's touching each other. I think now it's beginning to make a lot of sense, isn't it? Isn't it? So in order for us to verify if this is very correct, right? Let's now bring in the Copilot icon itself. I think I have a picture of it before. Yeah, right there. You can see the extreme resemblance. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's there. It is. That is it. So what's left? Last step, right? Giving it the colors. So the colors are actually gradients. I'll select all of them first and just apply a straight up gradients to all of them. Now this last part is a bit tricky, but I believe you guys really understand this part very well. It's very simple to guys who do coloring and the rest. So the gradient is actually straight up like this. Yeah, surprisingly, this first one, and it's a mixture of 3 colors. First color, I'll use the color picker, and I'll zoom in to pick here. Second color is green, the middle light green. I'll just click on it, and the third color is very yellowish. So it doesn't look like it's much, right? It doesn't really look like it much. So what we'll do is, I think it's best we just use the purple colors, right? We could use the purple colors, which is this. So applying the purple colors. Now this part, I did the gradient here. Now unlike the first one, the gradient here is actually tilted. So you tilt from here all the way here. Now this will apply, we'll select the edge of it, right? And then for this one, it selects I think the deepest part of it. Yeah, so this one is perfectly collected. I think, okay, now I know why this is giving us issues. The issues is I was selecting the wrong pixel. So if I zoom in, I'm supposed to select the perfect pixel. Yep, you can see that right now. When you select the perfect pixel, you get the perfect color. So that is it for these two, and we're gonna go here. Now this one is similar to this, so in this point you could just do something like this. You could delete this, copy this, and you could use this instead. Since the gradient application is already there, since the gradient structure is already right there. Since the gradient structure is already here, all you're just doing this time is you're just selecting colors. Just selecting the colors. So the inner color, remember we're picking the best pixel that has the best color we're looking for. And this one, the best pixel for its color is, I think I'll go with this pixel. Yeah, that pixel does the job perfectly fine. I'll select this and edit gradient. So the purple, remember, best pixel for the job is what matters. That looks like the best pixel for me. I'll select the next one. I want one of the best pixels. It's got one of the best, most accurate pixels. It's got, I think that does the job for me. And last but not least, this part of it. So this part of it, I would select something. Oh, that's light. That's quite light. Yeah. So I could adjust this. Let me adjust both sideways. You can see, I think I need to shade a little bit more. Apart from that, so let's just shade a little bit more. Yeah. So and take away the strokes. So there you have it. The Microsoft icon, perfectly aligned, beautiful, sweet, and good, real good. This is great work. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. I would really love if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up is real cool for us. Thumbs up to you guys for watching and learning how to create the Microsoft Copilot. We'll be doing something also fun next time. For now, see you on the next video. Bye.